Hello owners and welcome to the October update for the Queensland Thoroughbred Owners Association. CEO Ben Mannion joins us, and Ben, Spring Carnival's in full swing, Melbourne Cup week ahead, and the Summer Carnival for Queensland just around the corner, so it's a great time.
It's a great time to be alive, Adam, isn't it? The racing's been amazing, particularly down south, and we're starting to see a little bit of inkling of the Summer Carnival sort of sprinkle through some of the races in Brisbane, and the two-year-olds coming through as well. So it's been a really good couple of weeks, and looking forward to getting through, obviously Derby Day, Cup Week, and then, as you said, into the Summer Carnival. So yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, well, we'll talk more about the Summer Carnival and the program that effectively starts in towards the back end of November. So it's only around the corner. But some new members have joined the system. So
yeah, continually getting new members, which is great. And we, if you know people out there that obviously own horses, maybe in your horse, and get them to sign up with Qtoa as well. We've got some new exciting packages around the corner as well. So looking forward to getting more people involved with Qtoa and our partners as well. So we're fortunate enough to have some great partners, particularly someone like CrossBet, but we welcome Will Vella into the stable of partners, and there's some great offers with Will Vella that you can see in our newsletter. Click through to their website and see their offer, but also make sure you support all our partners along the way. So we wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hopefully the guys at Will Vella will be able to help sharpen us all up with our with our dress code ahead of the Summer Carnival and beyond. So that's exciting news, and also exciting news on the membership front as far as membership packs and that sort of thing about to head out.
Yeah, so we're not too far away. Probably just after Melbourne Cup, probably we'll go out. So the new Maroon owner card, which has been really well talked about, and will help race clubs differentiate between members and owners. We want to try and get as many owner maroon cards out as possible. They're practically ready to go, so we're just pulling together that, and we're also pulling together the booklet for our member benefits. So a number of partners have come on board to offer discounts with their businesses to all our members. So you'll get that as part of your member packs as well. You'll also get your Qtoa hat and your stubby cooler, Qtoa pins, and the big one is around access to race clubs as well. So check out our website around member benefits to see what you can get with your owner maroon card. But we're hoping that it's a bit of a game changer, and we're looking forward to seeing as many owner maroon cards out there as possible.
And just on the maroon owner card, you've been saying how the race clubs have been really receptive to this initiative as far as just helping them better service Qtoa members.
Yeah, so we've had some great meetings in the last couple of weeks, particularly around Gold Coast BRC, Ipswich, around our ability to offer better race day experiences for our members and our owners. Talking to the great Nathan Exelby up at BRC, we've sort of worked out a bit of a plan around spaces that may not be used every weekend, and areas within BRC that owners could potentially use as an exclusive area moving forward. So he's probably got a bit of work to get that through, but we're really excited about the opportunities of once we get these owner maroon cards on board, that we can start to look at different areas within race clubs and also race day experiences, because that's a real big one. The owners put in a lot of money week in, week out, or month in, month out, let's say, and we want to make sure that their race day experiences are being delivered, and 99% of the time they are at race clubs, which is great.
Yeah, well, it's a great initiative, and hopefully it can only help enhance the ownership experience. You mentioned CrossBet, and there was a bit of a call to action mid-month to the members to say, get behind CrossBet because they've got some great offers over the spring, and what have they got?
Yeah, so they've been doing this $50 free hit once a week around a Group 1. So they did one on the Manikato over the weekend. So $50, if your horse doesn't win, you get your money back in bonus bets. And I'm sure they'll do another one leading into Derby Day and Cup Week. So looking forward to sort of seeing that. But you need to sort of get in there and get yourself signed up. And once you do get signed up, you'll get an exclusive owner email, and going into next month, we'll start to look at getting a bit more data collection around members and the horses they have shares in, for us to be able to provide data back to our partners in CrossBet so that we can do some more exclusive deals around some of those offers. So it's really important that we get people signed up first, and then we can actually do some really cool offers and and we're going to do some really great competitions, which we'll talk about soon too.
Yeah, well, speaking of signing up and competitions, members that are, a paid member will have the opportunity to take part in a competition this month. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, one of the great things about partnering with CrossBet is they look after work across a number of other sports, and that was one of the key benefits to what we wanted to deliver to our members. So the first one coming up is the Australian PGA, 40net Australian PGA, which is on its Royal Brisbane. So that's in late November, and we've got 25 double passes to give away for our members. So fantastic that CrossBet have come to the party with that as well. So check out the newsletter for the links, but we can get 25 of our owners and our members across to events like this, and Cam Smith and Adam Scott are already penciled in or locked in for this particular event. So hopefully we can reward our members for looking after us as well. So
just another value add for members in the whole process.
100%, yeah.
Very good. Okay, well, let's talk about the member survey, which we've spoken about in the last couple of months.
Yep.
The next stage of that process has sort of taken place over the last month.
Yeah, so the big thing that came out of the survey is us continuing to advocate on behalf of our owners. So we sent the survey to Racing Queensland and to also Qtoa as well, and to a number of the race clubs as well. So, we've had some good discussions with Racing Queensland on what they can take out of that data. So they'll continue to build on that, and they'll continue to come back and ask us some more questions around surveys moving forward. But the big one is obviously around December 1 and the introduction of the point of consumption tax. There was quite a few people that didn't understand exactly what that all meant, and we've hopefully provided enough information now on what that is in a number of our newsletters. If not, people can get in contact with me and we can go through it. But there is obviously a great opportunity for prize money increase across the board, and also for infrastructure at race clubs, so that we can continue to offer those great race day experiences as we talked about before. So those discussions have continued. We've also there's been a number of meetings with Racing Queensland, and we've been able to put people forward for those meetings, and there's been some good dialogue out of that. So we're confident that going into 1st of December, that the right outcomes for owners and return on investment for owners is what's key for me and what's driving us as an organisation. So, I think going into November, we might have a bit more data around, exactly what that might look like. But so far, so good. We're confident that we can get some really good outcomes.
Okay. And also on the advocacy front, there's a fair bit going on across the clubs, and obviously big plans here at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to sit in the Gold Coast AGM, the Gold Coast Turf Club AGM, during the week, and they put together a presentation on, what this place might look like in the next sort of 3 or 4 years. And oh my God, it's going to be world class, and it's going to, highlight the Gold Coast as a destination, but also be a great destination for people to come, whether you're a trainer, a jockey, or an owner. It's going to be fantastic. It's also some good discussions around BRC and Brisbane Racing Club and what they can do, particularly around, I think it's not a secret that they want to do some work around their grandstands and make it a bit more modern and world class. And I think, with the support of the racing minister at the moment, I think there's some great opportunities for us to get some great infrastructure in place. I think there's $450 million in infrastructure that Racing Queensland's put forward as things that they want to do in the next 5 years across the 3 codes, that is. And I think, there's some really great outcomes for owners in that space as well.
Okay. And Ipswich have got a big meeting on Friday supporting a worthy cause.
Yeah, so this is a conversation starter race day. So Tim Dunn is doing a great job out there with Patchy, and we are supporting that event as well. All to do with mental health, men's health as well. It's big in the news. It's been a big topic in the news for some time that, we want to be able to make sure that, men don't keep information in that they're having trouble with, and are able to have that initial conversation. So if the race day, goes out and helps at least, one person on the day, then, that's a win in our eyes. So, we want to make sure that particularly the racing participants are able to have the conversations they need to along the way as well. So, really, really great outcomes for Ipswich Turf Club, and hopefully it's a success on the race days as well.
Yeah, great cause, all these sort of race days supporting causes like that. And then on the racing front, as we mentioned at the top of the show, it's been a great spring racing, and the theme of the Queenslanders continuing to shine interstate has continued over the past few weeks. Obviously, Pelisapan for the Munt stable, and then you've got the sprinters, Rothfire and Best of Bordeaux as well.
Yeah, and we've had some terrific feedback from one of our Queensland owners who, I did not forget Alligator Blood. It just was, the video was done on the Friday before the Underwood. So Jeff Simpson and the team with Alligator Blood, well done on such a terrific winter into spring carnival. I think to be fifth in the Cox Plate and not go all the way back to start at the, to win the Stradbroke and not go all the way through. Alligator Blood's definitely been one of the Queensland horses to fly the flag over the last couple of months. So well done to that horse and to the connections with that. But yeah, we continue to see Queensland owners. We had a couple in El Bodegon as well running the Cox Plate, and we'll continue to see a couple hopefully over Derby Day and into the Melbourne Cup Carnival as well. So Queenslanders flying the flag. It's been a topic that we've all talked about in the last couple of months as well. So
yeah, it's continued. And David Van Dyke's also got Gypsy Goddess.
100%,
We own a smart one down there for Golden Eagle Day, which is a huge prize money race. So well done to all the Queensland owners that are flying the flag interstate, and that brings us to the Summer Carnival. As we said, it's only just around the corner. Kicks off on the 19th of November at the Sunshine Coast, and that's going to be a special meeting for another reason.
Yeah, so on that day, the Swiss Ace Open, we'll all remember Swiss Ace and what a wonderful horse it was. And it was devastating to hear the news this week about Mick Mayer, this much-loved trainer from the Sunshine Coast. And he did some wonderful things, obviously, in horse racing, but particularly with Swiss Ace. And, I think that'll be a really fitting day to remember Mick as well. I know there's some details around his funeral announcement or arrangements that have just come out, but I think that day is going to be a great day for the Sunshine Coast and obviously Mick's family, and we pass our condolences to all his friends and family along the way as well. Yeah,
definitely, and that gets us underway for the start of the carnival. There's obviously the Tattersalls Day, which is going to be here at the Gold Coast. That's on the 26th, and then I guess it all flows through, culminating here with Magic Millions Day on January 14th.
So $22.5 million in total prize money. It just continues to get better. I know Racing Queensland are looking at that, hopefully with Magic Millions as well, ways to increase, that summer carnival out of the new point of consumption tax coming through. But, 20 black type races and 52 feature races through that time. So, some great opportunities for Queensland owners, and, everyone culminates in coming to the Gold Coast, particularly between the Wave and Magic Millions. And, we'll be looking to bring our members together as well during that period and have some great conversation around, what we can do as an owners association, but hopefully celebrate owners as a whole and have some really good experiences along the way.
Very good. All right, well, that brings us about to the end, I think. Takes us through to looking ahead through to November and beyond. So exciting times. And anything else to add before we say farewell?
Well, there's lots of information in our newsletter, so make sure you check out the rest of the newsletter and support our partners, as we've talked about. If you've got any information that you want to provide us in relation to the newsletter or stories going forward, then by all means, please reach out and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, really looking forward to Derby Day and Melbourne Cup Week, and then getting into the Summer Carnival.
Exciting times ahead. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all the new members, and we'll see you again next month.